Welcome to Shiksharthi, and today's topic is continuation in progressions topic, and today now we'll discuss the basics on geometric progression. So what is geometric progression? Geometric progression. If you look at the series, something like 2, 6, 18, 54 and so on. So please, while understanding this geometric progression, try to take a reference of AP also. Try to know the difference between AP series and GP series. What is AP, what is GP? Now look at this, all of you, what is happening? It is getting multiplied by 3. It is getting multiplied by 3. Now this series, we call it as geometric progression. Earlier in AP, that was an increase or decrease by a constant value. Here, you multiply or divide by a constant value. For example, 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, 1 by 16 and so on. It is getting multiplied by 1 by 2 every time. It is getting multiplied by 1 by 2 every time to get the next term. So this kind of series, we call it as geometric progression. Either you multiply with a constant value or you divide with a constant value is called geometric progression. So this is the difference. So now if you consider the points here, for example, I take the same series 2, the next one is 6, 18, 54 and so on as a series. If I consider the first one as A, by multiplying some value that is called R. What is R here? It's called common ratio. It's called common ratio R. What is R and how to find out this? If you do T2 by T1, please do that with the given series here. 6 by 2 is 3. Or if you do T3 by T2, I'll get the same value. 18 by 6 is again 3. So 6 by 2 is 3, 18 by 6 is 3, 54 by 18 is 3 and so on, it goes like that. So such series we call it as geometric progression. So next, to get the next number, again we have to multiply R and again we have to multiply R and we have to keep this doing to get the next terms every time. So in this case, the R value is greater than 1. So R value can be greater than 1. If R value is less than 1, I'll get the other series which I got it earlier, like 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, 1 by 16. Here the value of R is less than 1. So remember, R can be greater than 1 or R can be less than 1 here in this case. So if it is R greater than 1, I'll get a series which is an increasing series. If R is less than 1, I'll get a series which is a decreasing series in this case. So we need to know the R value before. Now here if you see, I call it as A as the first term, like in arithmetic also the first term is A. Here second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term and so on, it goes like that. And if you compare AR with T2, AR square with T3 and so on, look at the power number. When I say T3, the power number is 2. When I say T4, the power number is 3. When I say T5, the power number will be 4 and so on. So my observation, I can say Tn is going to be A into R to the power of n minus 1 is going to be the Tn value. So to get the Tn value, this is a formula for us. So compare with arithmetic. In arithmetic, to get increasing series, we should add the numbers. To get decreasing series, we should subtract the numbers. Here, instead of adding and subtracting, we'll multiply and divide to get the next terms. That is how it works. Okay. So straight away, now coming to the point here, first term, second term, third term. What is the general series, my friend? AR square, AR to the power of 3, so on up to AR to the power of 9. I refer this as T10, the 10th term, and in continuation AR to the power of n minus 1 is the general term. So this is a series, geometric series, what we call it as. Okay, so first term is A, second term is and so on. So what are the important points we learned here? T1 is equals to A. R value we can find it by finding T2 by T1 or by doing T3 by T2. This is the point. Next, third point here. This is the first point, friends. This is the second point. Third point here is general term is AR to the power of n minus 1. This is a one. Fourth one, if you are given A, B, C are in geometric progression, if we said, are in geometric progression if we said, then T2 by T1 must be equal to T3 by T2. I'm sorry, T3 by T2. That is B. And if you cross multiply this, you will get B square is equal to AC as the condition. If you remember in arithmetic, the similar condition was A plus C by 2 is equals to B, or 2B is equals to A plus C was the condition. A similar condition for GP is this. Okay. So try to compare and learn. So first term, your general term, common ratio, R value can be greater than 1 or less than 1, and the condition for three terms being in geometric progression. Now continuation, what is Sn here? What is Sn? Sn is same for arithmetic or geometric. What is Sn? Sum of n terms. Sum of n terms. And there are certain set of formulas for this, my friend. A into R to the power of n minus 1 by R minus 1 is the formula. This I can take when R value is greater than 1. And A into 1 minus R to the power of n by 1 minus R, this I can take it when R is less than 1. And R into L minus A by R minus 1, this I can say when I know the last term. L here is the last term. Please understand the last formula. All three formulas are for Sn, and here I can find the Sn when I know the last term. In other two cases, we don't know the last term. Here, if I know the last term, I can use this concept here. Okay. Next, he said sum to infinity. What is sum to infinity, my friend? Sum to infinity is if I am adding the terms till infinite number of terms. So that is called sum to infinity. So what is the formula to find sum to infinity, friends? A by 1 minus R is the formula to find the sum to infinity. Here the modulus of R have to be less than 1. Then we can find sum to infinity as a formula. Okay, all of you? And here we have a special point here. If each term of an infinite geometric progression is k times the terms that follow, k times the terms that follow, then R value is equals to 1 by k plus 1. So suppose you have a condition given like this: if each term of an arithmetic progression, infinite geometric progression is k times, that is the first term is k times the sum of second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term. Second term is k times third term, fourth term, fifth term, sixth term, like that. If you have sum of it, then R value we can find it by using 1 by k plus 1. Okay. So now let us see how to find what to take when I said three terms in geometric. If you remember, similar point we made it in arithmetic also. Three terms in arithmetic was A minus D, A plus D. Here it will be A by R, A and AR. If you multiply these, what happens? R and R gets cancelled. I'll get the value for A. Similarly, four terms in geometric progression, then it is A by R cube, A by R, AR and AR cube is what I get here. Four terms. If it is 5 terms, friends, 5 terms in geometric progression, then A by R square, A by R, AR and AR square are the 5 terms. Basic idea is same. If I multiply all, then R square gets cancelled, R and R gets cancelled, I'll get the value for A. So these terms are designed to get the value of A. Whether it is arithmetic progression or geometric progression, the purpose is same. Now, geometric mean of two numbers, say given A and B, the formula is square root of A into B. And geometric mean of three numbers, in case if you have, then it will be cube root of A into B into C. And in case if it is geometric mean of x1, x2, x3 so on up to xn, then it is nth root of x1 into x2 into x3 and so on into xn. So this is a method to find the geometric mean of n number of terms. So this will end geometric progression. Now let us in continuation complete the harmonic progression. What is harmonic progression? In short, we call it as HP. So what is harmonic progression? If you look at a general series here, general series of harmonic progression, 1 by A, look at this carefully, 1 by A plus D, 1 by A plus 2D, so on up to 1 by A plus 9D, and the general term is A plus n minus 1 into D. I hope you all recalled something. This is a reciprocal of AP. This is a reciprocal of HG. HP is 1 by AP kind of a series. So you find it every term as a reciprocal term of AP. Or if you take it in reverse, this series will convert into AP series. Now that itself gives me an important point here, that if you convert this series, if you take a reciprocal of every term in this given series, then it gets converted into AP. And we'll solve the entire problem, all the given problems in AP, and finally the answer will take it reverse, that will form into HP. So whenever any question is given into HP, we have to make it a reciprocal, convert it to AP, solve the complete problem with AP methods, and final answer again you reciprocal. That is called HP for you. So nothing big to learn in this, but still we always need to know the general series of it. Now, harmonic mean of two numbers, my friend, A and B is given to us. Then it is 2AB by A plus B is what you have. But the general formula, HM for x1, x2, x3, so on up to xn is n upon 1 by x1 plus 1 by x2 plus 1 by x3, so on up to 1 by xn is the general formula here in this case. So this is a general formula to find harmonic mean. Now let us see some important points about all these progressions. Okay, some common properties, how they are related and all such. Okay, so I can call it as key points. If you remember, I will not write every point here which are different but related to these three. One, if you have A, B, C and so on in AP, then 1 by A, 1 by B, 1 by C are in HP is what you get here in this case. Second one, if you have A, B, C are in geometric progression, then 1 by A, 1 by B, 1 by C are in geometric progression you get. Okay, the reciprocal, the series and its reciprocal both are in geometric progression. Point number 3. Now if you remember this point, I'll make a point here. If it is 1, 4, 7 and say for example 10 and 13, the average, these are in arithmetic progression, the average will be the exactly middle term. The average will be the exactly middle term. If I have just 1, 4 and 7, 4 is the average of the three terms. If you want, you can cross check. 1 plus 4 is 5, 5 plus 7 is 12, 12 upon 3 is 4. So if you know 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16 and 19, blindly the middle number is going to be the average. What I understand, second term is average of three terms. Second term is an average of three terms. Your third term is an average of 5 terms. Third term is an average of 5 terms. Fair enough? So third term is an average. Similarly, you can see here, fourth term is an average of 7 terms. Fourth term is an average of 7 terms. So if I generalize this, I can say Tn will be an average of 2n minus 1 terms. Please observe. If I take 4 here, 4 minus 4 into 2, 8, 8 minus 1, 7. If I take 3 here, 6 minus 1, 5. If I take 2 here, 4 minus 1, 3. So Tn is the average of 2n minus 1 terms. So I'll write the same here. Tn is an average of 2n minus 1 terms. 2n minus 1 terms in arithmetic progression. Fair enough? This will be in arithmetic progression, applicable only in arithmetic progression, friends. So overall, I say this is in AP. Okay. Point number 4. Here, AM of two numbers, A and B, will be definitely greater than or equal to GM of two numbers, A and B, will be again greater than or equal to HM of two numbers, A and B. Here we have. So AM of two numbers, same two numbers, will be greater than or equal to GM of two numbers and will be greater than or equal to HM of two numbers. And the two numbers have to be same in all three cases, then we'll find this. Now imagine in this case, if A is equal to B, that means A and B are two identical numbers, then AM will be equal to GM and GM will be equal to HM. All three of them can be equal if A and B are identical numbers. If they are not same, then AM is definitely greater than GM, GM is going to be definitely greater than HM is the point. Next one, friends, point number 5, AM will be AM comma GM comma HM, these three values will be always in geometric progression. So these three terms will be, or if you take them as three different values, so these three terms will be in geometric progression. That means it will satisfy the condition B square is equal to AC. We all know if it is geometric progression, this condition have to be satisfied. So we can also take up a point here from this GM square. I am applying the same thing here, friends. GM square is going to be equal to AM into HM. GM square is going to be AM into HM is the property. So these are the some of the common properties which I can see between AM, GM and HM. Especially the last 3 points are very important for us to remember. Okay, so keep practicing these basics which we discussed for all three of them: arithmetic, geometric and progressions. In my next continuation videos, I'll share with you some examples where these concepts can be cleared and we can understand how do we apply. And majority of the times, my friends, we don't have to apply these formulas. We may be oral to get the answers. So even that part we'll discuss in our next continuation videos. Okay, till then keep practicing. Thank you all.